Alrighty guys, I'll be showcasing the bow build that I've created for y'all guys. Um, it is, honestly, it's really good. I've done played numerous of games with it. I'm averaging like 1.1, 1.3, 1.6 million damage every single game. Um, these are the attachments that I am using on the bow. We have, it costs us 4640, damage 419, allied Z time, squad strength, critical strikes, and critical strikes. So if y'all, just in case y'all guys don't know, the allied Z time, what it does is when you're near a teammate, you will get extra Z time. It's like a multiplier for it. Squad strength, what that is when you're also near a teammate, you will get 1% damage, I believe. Let's see, let's check. Let's check together, not that one, this one. 1% bonus damage for each teammate within 10 meters, you know, and this is mostly a team-based game. And I only play multiplayer, I don't play solo, because to me, solo, like, feels a little bit easier, because when you're using a really powerful weapon, meta or not meta, most of the time Zeds kind of die pretty quickly. So I use multiplayer because the HP of the Zeds are scaled. And then, critical strikes, which is each shot has a 1.5% chance to deal 150% damage. The reason why I went with the 150% damage, because I'm using exploding arrows, and honestly, like, the amount of damage I'm capable of doing at the end of the game is ridiculous. Like, I've hit 2.3 million damage before, and I think one reason why is because when you're shooting Skrakes and Flesh Pounds, you know, the tougher targets, when you shoot that target, you know, and they're grouped up, you have that 1.5% chance to do 150% more damage. Since I'm using the exploding arrows, I'm pretty sure that it don't count just towards the impact of the arrow. It counts towards all the above. So like the AoE, the impact, all of it. You know, and I believe that's probably why this bow, in my opinion, is one of the best builds that I've personally found. Um, let's see. I will be showing y'all guys some gameplay on Hell on Earth. That is the only game mode I do play. I will be using the commando today. This will be my build. This right here will be my build. Guys could maybe find something different that works better for y'all. But I will be posting a commando build later in the week. So I hope y'all guys are excited and ready for that. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to be playing Convoy on Hell on Earth.
Reminder, effective operations dictate that we function as a team.
As you can see, I'm using the commando. This commando in this game is so strong, like one of the strongest classes, or in my opinion, anyway. I should have honestly gotten multi-tool. I did not get the multi-tool. Like, just watch my gadget. That was a pretty bad example, but my gadget energy will come back so fast. Especially with the bow that I showcased in the beginning of the video. Go ahead and buy armor. Refill. One thing to note, the ammo of the bow is so stupid expensive. As you can see, the bottom left is my, I think it was the skill called Blaze. That is the weapon buff when I shoot my guns, but sadly the bow does not get it. No, that's the scavenger perk. When I shoot my gun, you'll see another perk pop up. The bow does not proc it, sadly. You gotta get a total of 10 stacks to proc the damage buff. Alright, now, when my gadget's done, watch my gadget energy. Look at that, all halfway full! Oh my gosh. It's so good. Now there's a spray. Look at that, already gadget back. That Scrake is dead with a combination of some bow shots and the gadget. The gadget is so strong with the commando. Now keep in mind, you're not playing the engineer, so you do take a lot of self-damage. Like gadget back, Z time, pop the gadget, shoot some arrows. I think that's 4 shots so far. Look at that, the AoE is so powerful. Like on Engineer too, the you can increase the AoE, make it bigger. If I can land something, that was the gadget. Like I missed all my shots. That was the gadget damage. That's a flesh pound. That was 4 shots and he's dead, or 3. I don't really remember. Look at that gadget back already. Like if people would like actually join me and more Zeds, oh, I could probably do like so many gadgets in one wave. Now with Scrakes, I'm pretty sure they are resistant to explosives, so it does take a little bit more effort to kill them. Healing Floor 2, if I remember correctly, they were more resistant to explosive. But Flesh Pounds, as you can already see, they die in no time. Let's see here. I'm at 300,000 damage with 95 headshots with 241 kills.
Attention, customer.
We have 400 sets to go. Let's just see how many kills I go up to. Is everybody in right? Like even on like Hell on Earth with the 6-man, like all small Zeds gets one-shotted. The Husk gets one-shotted. Cyber gets one-shotted. I thought I heard a string or a flesh pound. I know now you won't be able to really tell, you know, how many shots this really gonna take, and like, you know, I'm the only one living and stuff like that, but trust me, at the end of the wave, the damage is like insane. Gadget's already back. Gadget on people. They one-shot all small Zeds. Does so much damage to Scrapes and Flesh Pounds. Look at that. Look at my Gadget. Like, it's pretty much already back. It is back. It's so good. Do be careful though. So, I mean, we're wasting a lot of ammo to showcase this, but if you're playing the commando and you have, actually no, now that I'm thinking about it, it's just the explosive arrow. I think that's a pretty bad bug. If you have the quiver, the extra quiver shots for like 30 extra shots. So if you look at the bottom right, I'm at 150. You know, you got 149 plus the one in your mag, it's 150. If I swap, let me go ahead and collect some materials. And I swap back, look, now I'm at 113. I lost like, what, 30-ish, 40 arrows? And like if I swap back and swap back, it don't give me them back. It's gone. I'm not really for sure why, but it's a pretty bad bug. Alright, this wave I'm at 540,000. I gotta really worry about the kills. That means there was a grenade. That guy's already dead. Like if I had a 6-man activity, like 6 people, in my game in the very beginning, I would probably have about 900,000 to 1.5 million damage by now. Now the engineer, this little yellow ore here, engineer is giving me I think a 15% weapon damage buff. So do keep that in mind. You see the explosion is so big, the AoE hits like everybody and everything. I saw that screen one time, made him stagger and then killed everybody around him. Now, for bossing, I typically don't use the bow realistically, but in this case, I will show y'all. It don't really do a lot of damage to the bosses. For bossing, you kind of want like stuff like high fire rate, you know, like the Scar or the Knight's Bridge, or a Vulcan is a really good bossing weapon. Let's see, Ifrit, pretty good too, but I will keep it on, but I will also be using my Scar, my Boss Master Scar, for bossing. Do know some of them can with the Impaler. So just a good comparison, I went from 500,000 to a million. That was 500,000 damage. I meant to show y'all this a while ago. I'm at 1,050,000. So let's see how much damage I go up by. I will be using the Scar, so do keep that in mind. He still came from me. Whoa, he freaking evaporated! What's rockets? as you can see, you know, it does pretty good. It does pretty okay chunks. Look at that. It ain't too bad. It's just really slow DPS. Alrighty, easy. Like, go ahead and pop up the leaderboards to show y'all guys how much damage I did. Just in case y'all guys forgot, it was 1,050,000. Within the 3 bosses, I was shooting my bow and my scar. Let's see how much damage I racked up. That is another thing too. You get a lot of XP, like combat XP, because you are killing so many enemies with the bow and so much damage. But 1,212,000, so roughly about 150,000, no, about 170,000 damage within that boss wave. Go ahead and show y'all what I was using with my bow once again. So for my sight, I was using the telescopic sight for bleed accuracy, bleed affliction, damage, recoil, and zoom critical hit damage. To get the zoom, you do have to actually physically zoom. That's why I was kind of aiming with the bow, even with the explosive arrows, because y'all might be like, why is he aiming? That's why. The exploding arrows, you do get less, you know, everything, but the AoE and the damage is just ridiculous, as you already saw. Flexible frame, this one is just kind of, you know, personal choice, I guess. I mean, you can go with any of these, really, but I went with this one with no negatives. Large quiver. This is the thing that I was talking about. So, I believe it's bugged with the explosive arrows, because I do have a friend that uses the bow with, these arrows, with the bleed, and it doesn't bug out, from what he's told me. So, maybe it's just explosive arrows with large quiver. The negative, when you do get it leveled up, as you can see, does go away. Just keep in mind with the bug, if you do use them. Reinforced string. Here is kind of personal choice too. I went with this because I like the damage. I love my damage in most of my games, so that's why I went with that. These abilities, I don't know if if they can all stack, like I said before, 150 to 300 to 450%. I have honestly no idea. I just made them stack because I'm kind of hoping they do, and have the extra chance to proc the 150. So instead of having 1.5, it'll be what? 4.5. So, and the scar for the boss wave I was using is my bossing scar. Incendiary rounds. It does squad strength. Every teammate gives me 1% damage. Suppressor for it's called Boss Basher. It's 5% more damage to bosses. UV light. Also, this right here is actually pretty kind of handy because you are able to see. I think you're able to see stalkers. Boss Basher as well. Sonar sight. One of the most craziest attachments in the game. You get 20% critical hit damage, which is crazy. Also, 5% more damage. The drum mag, also 5% more damage to bosses. I went with this because I like the big round mag. And then 3% with at least one teammate. This one's kind of personal preference too, because you could go with the heavy for the extra damage, but I like kind of like the fire rate. I know I said, you know, I like my damage, but like the fire rate, it gets hit pretty hard. The sonar sight. there is a bad negative that you do get 25% mobility, but when you do level it up, you do take the negative away. Like it's no longer there. That is a bit though. That's my showcase for my bow build. I hope y'all guys enjoying. If y'all did, hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Toodaloo.